finally did what I knew to be the right thing. I called him up and told him that it was over. I told him that I was tired of being hurt again and again and again, and that the pattern was always the same, and I had no reason to believe that he was going to change. And when I hung up, I was sad, but there was some peace to it. Until I heard him banging on my door. He said that he would never hurt me again, that he had learned his lesson, that he would even get counseling. But I held my ground, and eventually he left. Yeah, again, I was sad, but this time the relief was even greater. That was 3 days ago, and yesterday, Scott and I got back together. I know. I mean, maybe it wasn't the wisest decision to make, but I don't know, I couldn't handle being alone.
No one who knew Marcia would have suspected this agony she was going through. She was a strong person in the business world, she was a committed Christian and a leader in her church, and everybody loved her. And no one would have thought that she would have put up with somebody like Scott, or that she could be so devastated by breaking up with such a jerk. But breaking up with Scott was bringing out a deep aloneness that normally she did not even experience or know was there. And her history showed us that she avoided that aloneness by dating. She just couldn't stand to be alone. And her fear of being alone kept her from having boundaries with bad relationships. In fact, she would rather have a bad relationship than no relationship at all.
Are you like Marcia? Are you giving up healthy boundaries because of a fear of aloneness? Well, here are some signs to tell. Putting up with behavior that's disrespectful. Giving in to things that are not in accord with your own values. Settling for less than you know that you really desire or that you need. Staying in a relationship that you know has passed its deadline. Going back into a relationship that you know should be over. Getting into a relationship that you know is not going anywhere. Smothering the person that you're dating with excessive needs or control.
Surely there are other signs of the fear of being alone. But the point is, your dating is ruled by your internal isolation rather than by your God, your goals, your values, and your spiritual commitments. Your aloneness makes you get involved in relationships that you know are not going to last. It also keeps you from being alone long enough to grow into a person who does not have to be in a relationship in order to be happy. There's a very important rule in dating and romance. Here it is. To be happy in a relationship and to pick the kind of relationship that is going to be the kind you desire, you must be able to be happy without one.
If you must be dating or married in order to be happy, you're dealing with what we call a dependency issue. And you'll never be happy with whatever person you find. And that dependency problem will keep you from being selective enough to find the right kind of person who'll be good for you. It'll also keep you from being able to fully realize a good relationship with a healthy person. So aloneness must be dealt with first. And this is a good boundary for dating. Here's the boundary. In order to cure your fear of being alone, put a boundary around your wish for a relationship. Deal with the nature of that wish and the fears that you have. Cure that fear first, and then go find a relationship.